You know that feeling, right? That jolt of excitement when you see an Instagram reel just take off.
Oh, yeah.
Thousands of likes, comments pouring in, suddenly all these new followers. It feels like magic.
It really does. The magic of viral content.
And look, if you're trying to capture some of that magic, maybe give your profiles a bit of a kickstart, you could check out a site like rapidboost.net. They offer ways to boost that presence.
Right?
But beyond, just getting views, what actually makes a reel go viral? Is it just pure luck?
Well, that's what we're diving into today. It's definitely more than just luck.
Okay.
We've looked at quite a bit of analysis, case studies, Instagram's own advice for creators, breakdowns of what works. The idea here isn't just chasing that one viral hit.
Right, not just fleeting fame.
Exactly. It's about understanding the repeatable strategies. How can you use reels for, real growth, better brand recognition, actual influence?
So is there like a secret formula? Some recipe these creators who consistently go viral are using?
It's probably less of a single secret and more like a combination of things clicking together. Think of it like baking, maybe.
Okay, I like that. Ingredients.
Key ingredients, yeah.
Yeah.
You need compelling content, obviously, but also strategic timing, and this is crucial, really understanding how that Instagram Reels algorithm works.
The algorithm. The mysterious black box.
Well, it's not entirely a black box. It's not picking reels at random. It's actively looking for signals.
Signals. What kind of signals are we talking about? What does it actually want to see?
Its main goal is to keep users engaged, right? So it looks for signs that other users find the content engaging. The data consistently shows a few key things. First off, watch time.
How long people actually stick around?
Exactly. Reels with high completion rates, where people watch most or all of it, get a huge boost. It tells Instagram, hey, this is holding people's attention.
Makes total sense. If I'm watching the whole thing, it must be good. What else?
Then there are replays and shares. These are massive signals, someone watching it again, or even better, sharing it to their story or sending it in a DM.
That's like a direct endorsement.
Precisely. And those shares, especially, can just explode the reach. It gets seen way beyond your initial followers, exponentially sometimes.
Okay, exponential reach. That's the dream. What about other actions? Like things that show someone really liked it.
Yeah, absolutely. Things like saves and comments. Saves are powerful because it means someone found it valuable enough to want to come back to it later.
Like saving a recipe or a tip.
Exactly. And comments, especially meaningful ones, not just emojis, they show your reel is sparking actual conversation. That's strong social proof for the algorithm.
Okay, so engagement, engagement, engagement. That seems to be the core theme. What about timing? Everyone argues about the best time to post.
Yeah, you hear a lot of general advice like mornings or evenings may be busier times in general. And maybe they are for some.
But
But the most reliable info, it comes from your own Instagram insights. It shows you exactly when your specific audience is actually online and active.
so it's personalized, not just throwing it out there whenever.
Yeah, exactly. You need to know your followers. And some guides suggest posting just before that peak time starts.
Oh, interesting. Why before?
The idea is to catch that initial wave of engagement right as it builds. Get some velocity going early. It can help push it out wider.
Got it. Catch the wave.
Yeah.
Okay, timing makes sense. Now, the content itself, we always hear stay in your niche. How important is that really for going viral?
It's pretty vital, actually. The algorithm tends to favor creators who consistently provide value within a specific area of interest.
Because it knows who to show it to.
Right. If you make content about, say, sustainable fashion, Instagram gets better at showing your reels to people interested in sustainable fashion. If you suddenly post about something totally random...
It might confuse the algorithm.
Oh.
Maybe your audience.
Exactly. It might get some initial views, but it's less likely to resonate deeply or attract loyal followers. Authenticity and sticking to your niche builds that trust and community. That's key for long-term growth and, yeah, future viral potential too.
Makes sense. Build the foundation first. Okay, let's talk about the very beginning of the reel. Those first few seconds, everyone says they're critical. How do we really nail that hook?
Oh, they are absolutely make or break. Multiple analyses show this. The first, 3 seconds, crucial. Viral reels almost always have a hook that just grabs you immediately.
Stops the scroll.
Stops the scroll, Cole. Think of it like the headline. It has to be irresistible.
So what works? What are some specific tactics for that visual hook?
Well, research points to a few things. Starting with movement is often effective. Something dynamic catches the eye.
Okay.
Unexpected visuals work, too. Something surprising or intriguing. And don't underestimate bold text on screen right away. A question, a shocking statement.
Like, wait till you see this.
Exactly. Or maybe a close-up that hints at a big reveal or a problem being solved. Create that instant curiosity.
Curiosity. Okay. What about telling people what they're going to get out of it?
Yeah.
The value.
Essential. Within those first couple seconds, you need to signal the value proposition. Why should they keep watching? Is it entertainment, inspiration, a useful tip?
So show them the payoff early.
Yes, or at least hint at it strongly. Like in a recipe reel, you might flash the amazing finished dish for just a second right at the start. That hooks people who want to know how to make it.
Got it. Show, don't just tell. Now, lots of people watch with the sound off, Reddit. How critical is text in that initial hook?
Hugely critical. You have to account for the sound off viewers. Use overlay text to summarize the point, ask that hook question, or highlight something key.
Like wait for it or mind blown.
Yeah, the short, punchy phrases can work really well to keep people watching. And make sure the text is clear, easy to read, maybe uses your brand fonts and has a dynamic layout. It needs to be scannable.
Okay, so strong visuals and strong text working together from second one. Can you think of anyone who does this consistently well, like a specific example?
Yeah, think about some of the big creators. Maybe someone like Tabitha Brown. She often has that warm smile, high energy, maybe a catchphrase right at the start. You instantly know it's her and what kind of vibe to expect. That kind of signature hook builds recognition and keeps people watching.
Right, that immediate recognition.
Right.
Okay, so we've hooked them. What keeps them watching? What makes content truly captivating and shareable?
Well, the hook gets them in the door, but what keeps them there and makes them want to share is content that connects. It needs to be relatable or emotionally resonant or just plain valuable.
Relatable, emotional, or valuable.
Uh,
How do we use trends without just, copying everyone else?
Trends can be great for reach. Using trending audio, doing a popular challenge, it tacks into existing conversations,
Yes.
but the key is to add your own twist. Don't just replicate, remix it. How does this trend relate to your brand, your niche, your unique perspective? A fitness coach might adapt a dance trend into a workout, for instance.
Ah, remixing, not just repeating. I like that.
Mm.
What about content that's not tied to a trend? More evergreen stuff.
That's where educational microlessons come in. Short, super digestible tips, hacks, quick explanations, 3 ways to style X, 1 quick photo editing trick. This LinkedIn tip got me job offers.
Bite-sized learning.
Exactly. It offers immediate value, it's easy to understand, and it's highly shareable because people think, oh, my friend needs to see this.
Makes sense. Easy value, easy to share. What about getting the audience involved more directly?
Oh yeah, user-generated content, UGC, is powerful, featuring your fans, their testimonials, using duets or stitches to react or build on someone else's reel.
Makes it feel more like a community.
Absolutely. When people see themselves or people like them featured, they're way more likely to comment, share, and participate. It fosters that connection.
So interaction and community building. Now we've got them engaged, maybe even sharing. How do we prompt them to take that next step? The call to action.
Right, because viral reels often do more than just entertain. They guide the viewer. Driving that extra bit of engagement can definitely boost the viral odds.
So what kind of calls to action work well at the end of reels?
Asking open-ended questions is a great start. Make sure it ties into the reels content, though. If you show different outfits, ask, which look would you wear? Or, have you tried this?
Gets the comments flowing with real thoughts.
Exactly. Encourages genuine conversation.
What else besides questions?
You can explicitly encourage interaction, invite people to duet your reel, try a challenge you demonstrated, show me your attempt, or stitch with their own take.
Sparking that user-generated content loop again.
Precisely. And finally, always give a clear next step. Don't leave them hanging.
Like what?
Tell them exactly what you want them to do. Save this for later, watch part 2, check my highlights for the details, link in bio to shop, give clear direction, it helps them and boosts your metrics.
Okay, clear CTAs. Got it. We've covered content, engagement, CTAs. Let's get technical. Visuals, audio descriptions. How crucial are these nuts and bolts?
They're incredibly important. Presentation enhances everything. Good technical quality makes your content look more professional, more valuable, and honestly, more accessible.
So visually, what's the standard we should aim for?
High-quality visuals. That means crisp, clear footage. Good lighting is key. Natural light is often best. Avoid filters that look obviously fake or distracting.
And the format.
Absolutely critical. Shoot vertical 9.16. Instagram is built for vertical video. Posting cropped horizontal stuff just doesn't look good and often performs poorly.
Right. Vertical native. What about sound? Audio.
Using on-trend audio can definitely help with discoverability. Look for those popular songs or sounds in the Instagram library. They usually have that little upward arrow.
Okay.
But also, don't neglect original audio, your own voiceover, unique sounds. Some analysis suggests Instagram is actually starting to reward that authenticity more, so a mix can be good.
Interesting. A mix of trending and original, and the text bits, captions, and hashtags. Still important.
Yes, your caption needs to grab attention quickly, start strong, speak directly to the viewer. You need this if you. Or stop scrolling if you want to learn.
And hashtags. Still throwing 30 on there.
No, the thinking has shifted. It's more about quality over quantity now. Use maybe 3 to 5 highly relevant, niche-specific hashtags. Help Instagram categorize your content accurately. Don't just use massive generic ones.
Okay, targeted hashtags. Can you point to a brand or creator who nails the technical side?
Oh, lots of them. Think about brands like, say, ALO Yoga. Their reels usually have really clean visuals. They use trending audio that fits the mindful movement vibe, and their captions are concise with relevant hashtags like hashtag mindful movement. It all works together smoothly.
Right, a cohesive package. Okay, so we've made this technically sound, engaging reel. Now what? How do we actually distribute it effectively?
Because just hitting post isn't enough, right? Even a brilliant reel needs a smart distribution plan. When you share, where you share, how you share it, it all matters.
We talked about timing based on insights. Any other thoughts on when to publish?
Just really double down on analyzing your own data. When have your past reels performed best? When do you get the most comments or shares? Let your own results guide you more than generic advice.
My data is my best friend. Got it. What about frequency? How often should we be posting reels?
Consistency seems to be favored by the algorithm over just posting randomly when you feel like it. A lot of advice points towards aiming for 3 to 5 high-quality reels per week.
Keep feeding the machine, basically.
Sort of, yeah. It keeps your audience engaged and tells Instagram you're an active creator. Consistent effort tends to get rewarded with more reach over time, whereas being sporadic can lose momentum.
Cool. 3-5 times a week. Now, how do we push it beyond just the Reels feed?
Leverage multi-platform promotion.
Yeah.
Definitely share your reel to your Instagram stories. Consider putting it on your main grid too.
And outside of Instagram.
Yeah, cross-post where it makes sense.
Yeah.
Facebook, maybe Twitter with a link, TikTok if the format works. Got an email list, share the link, a blog. Embed the reel. Every share boosts visibility and signals value.
Treat it like a mini campaign for each reel. What about working with others? Collaborations.
Oh, collaborating is huge. Partnering with other creators, especially those in your niche or complementary niches, it's a fantastic way to tap into new audiences.
How does that work for virality?
When you co-create a reel, you're both promoting it to your respective followers. It's instant cross-pollination. You get introduced to their audience, they get introduced to yours. It expands your network and reach significantly.
Can you give an example?
Sure, imagine a travel vlogger collaborating with a local chef on a reel about food in a specific destination. Both audiences are likely interested, and the combined promotion can really amplify the reel's reach. Beauty influencers often do this really effectively during product launches, too.
Right, combining forces. Okay, this has been incredibly thorough. If someone listening wants to put this all into action, like right now, what are the concrete steps?
Okay, let's break it down into an action plan. 1. Research. Spend time each week on the Explore page. What topics, sounds, formats are trending in your area? 2. Hook 'em. Seriously, script that killer hook for every single reel. Plan the visuals, the text, the first line. 3. Batch it. For consistency, try filming and editing 3 to 5 reels at once. Makes sticking to that schedule easier. 4. Optimize. Think accessibility. Sharp visuals, vertical format, clear on-screen text, good captions. 5. Time it right. Check your insights. Post just before your audience peaks. 6. Cross-promote. Share to stories, other platforms. Tag any collaborators. 7. Engage back. Respond to every comment if you can. Ask questions. Encourage shares. 8. Track and adapt. Use your insights. See what works, what doesn't. Adjust your strategy based on real data.
That's a super practical checklist. So it really sounds like going viral isn't just a lottery ticket. It's a process.
It absolutely is. It's an ongoing experiment. You're learning constantly. It takes understanding the platform, knowing your audience, and hitting those key elements of engagement and value.
A mix of science and art, maybe? Understanding the rules, but also being creative.
Exactly that. Be curious, test things out, learn from what the analytics tell you, and, create with intention. Focus on Authenticity, that's how you build a loyal community, not just chase a single viral moment.
That's such a great takeaway. Build the community, not just the view count. So as you, the listener, start trying these things, maybe ask yourself, what unique value, what perspective can you bring? How can you make something that not only gets seen, but actually resonates and sticks with people?
Yeah.
And hey, if you are looking for that extra push to get things moving, remember that site we mentioned earlier, rapidboost.net, is out there as a potential resource.
Your next reel could be the one. Put these ideas into practice and see what happens.